Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Stoneblock 4. It's episode 2 here. We're going to be working on trying to automate sifting all of this fun stuff using the villagers. I currently have 3. Did a little bit of work off camera to grab some. So all we're going to do here is we're going to need to make 4 of these. So we need to make a little bit of tinted glass. 32 might be enough. But we also need some polished deep slates, which takes cobbled deep slate, and I just have normal deep slate. So let's see here. Can I do this? I can. Cool. Is there an easier way to do this? That's not the right way to do it. I wanted to say there's a way to do this. Yeah, like that. This is what I was trying to do. This will get us cobbled deep slate. Super easy. So then we're going to want to make that up into polished deep slate. I guess 32 will be enough. It's actually probably way overkill. And all we should need is 4. So we'll look up here. We get some opaque item pipes, so it's nifty. And then from there we got a travel anchor as well. Don't know what that's used for. Still need to make a salvaging table, which takes a little bit of iron and some copper as well. So I'm gonna get that processed up and I'll be back with you. Okay, so I've got up all the materials. So we can craft the salvaging table. So now all I've got to do is set all this up. And then I have to get another villager as well, so I can make him into one of the salvaging table people, which, what is that? A geologist for gravel. So I guess we're gonna go see if can get another zombie villager to spawn. There's an Enderman and a witch who has decided to poison me now. Little turd. Peekaboo. Gotta love these witches. Take a bite of our internal steak. I can't kill her fast enough. So, I mean, she just heals it. We're at 1 heart. Build that there. Oh, loot bee. What do you want to give us? A piece of quartz? That's fine. Some leather? That's okay. Is that a chance cube? Oh no. And a honeycomb. And another piece of leather. Okay, that chance cube is kind of concerning. Alright, so let's drop off some of this stuff. Especially some of the stuff that we know we're not going to have any of for a while. I feel like I've got to open it, but you know, a little bit of armor. We'll take that. I believe our axe is broken out of there, which is fine. We've got plenty of wood for now. Alright, got the witch down. Seems like nothing but a bunch of spiders in here. Or a singular spider. Alright, so let's just run way over here to about halfway in between our base. And then we'll dig a little bit and then we'll open up that chance cube. Hopefully it doesn't immediately kill me. Okay, a cake that says, but is it a lie? I feel like it's giving me a potion effect to make my hunger go way down. At this point, I'm just trying to get to eat the rest of it, see what happens. Anything spawned in? Probably not. Need another zombie villager to spawn in. Okay, we just finished eating it. Nothing happened. Cool. Interesting. Okay, so let's set up this. Don't really know how this works. So let's see here. Archaeologist, which is what we have right now, does dirt, dust, and sand. Okay, so let's place... Okay, these take a 3x3 area. Oh, good lord. Okay, so let's throw in an archaeologist. Okay, it does look like they need brushes. Where's my about broken brush at? Right there. It's got 4 durability on it. That's fine. Okay, it does use that durability on there. Okay, so yeah, this is an interesting one. Which I guess for now, what we can do, let's try to make you into not an archaeologist. But why do you have some skill? I know I haven't traded with you. Anyway, so let's see here. I suppose we need to make a bunch of brushes. I don't remember how to make them. That's great spelling. So we need pebbles and straw. What do we need for the next tier of brush? Copper and feathers. The feather's the problem. Yeah, the feather's the problem. At least for now. So we're stuck with a crude brush which requires straw, which we get from dry leaves. And to get dry leaves, we have to cook up some leaves, which I should have some. So I'm going to cook up a bunch of these, and I will be back with you. Alright, so it looks like another zombie villager has spawned. There was a creeper in there. We'll just run away from that. Yeah, okay. I thought that was a zombie villager that I grabbed. But we'll take it over here to the springs, and we'll have our fourth and final villager for now. Let's transmute him. This is a really interesting mechanic. Oh no, he hit me. Oh no, he's been captured. While we're here, might as well harvest the sugar cane. Random set of pants just floating about. But we already have a pair. Okay, so let's try to get this guy to get a job. Where's he going? Hey, bud. I would like for you to become employed. Yeah, like that. And then we'll encode him as a geologist. In the main... Why do you have stone? You're not supposed to have stone. You shouldn't have anything in you. Anyway, that's a geologist there. Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to move these guys over one. Let's just go ahead and break that real quick. Then I'll just deposit everything I can. Cool. So we'll just move the whole setup over to just be like that. Did we lose him? I think we lost the villager doing that. No, we didn't. Never mind. I just can't see. Give him a little bit of food to work with. The floor is missing. And then this guy will be our gravel processor. Let's just get him started. I've gotten everybody else leveled up to level 2. And this will be the guy that gives us coal and iron, so that's cool. And he gives us seeds and pebbles, which is interesting. So we need to work on little storage systems for each of those. Great fun that'll be. We also had another round of suspicious gravel and stuff off, so I'll be back with the highlights of what's in it. Alright, so there was a whole lot of nothing in there. Got a piece of glowstone and some pottery shards, some gems, which aren't really useful yet, so I guess we have them for the future. The better stuff just came from just the sand that gets left behind. We just want to dump all that stuff off. And we also need to drop off some of these chunks. We'll put the gems up there too. This guy is leveled up, so now he's getting zinc, osmium, aluminum, and lead. Along with this, I don't know if it's that important to actually keep going with this unearther, but these other ones should be pretty good to have. I think next step is to try to see if we can use some of those pipes that we got. wherever I had left them. Yeah, right there. To see if we can use those to at least pull the stuff, pull out from within these guys. I wonder if it has to be at the bottom. Oh no, let's find out. Well, it looks like it made a connection. It looks like it just needs to be told to pull out of it. So let's see if there's a easily made like wrench or something from Oratech. It looks like there is. It's 3 iron and a piece of nickel, which that should be fairly simple. Because if we go over here, I have the iron already smelted, so now we just need the nickel. That's zinc. There's the nickel. We just needed 1 nickel, right? Yeah, cool. Grab a piece of coal. We'll smelt up that piece of iron there as well, just to have it done. And then Oratech wrench. Well, that did not work well. That just immediately broke it. That also didn't do what I wanted it to. Well, I'm going to play around with this and I'll be back. Alright, so the easiest way to do this is just to right click. That sets it to extract. I don't remember which one's sand and which one's dust. I don't suppose it really matters. We'll just put that guy for dust and you for sand. Now let's see what kind of resources we can get. Starting to think I got them backwards, which is fine. It's not ideal, but it's not gonna be the end of the world. This is just temporary anyway, until we can set up a full storage system for all of these, other than you. You're not getting one. Then we can have that pull all of that out from in there. And then we just need another chest or equivalent for you. I think we'll work on getting... What does it take to make a storage controller? That's going to be the secret to here, to success. Okay, so we cannot make them, but I think we can go buy them. But I guess in theory, all we need is 1. Which we could just take this one to do it. That's probably the smart thing to do. And then we can just make this back wall here into storage. So I think we'll just do that. Let's pull out our stone hammer here. We're going to break it back just a little bit more. I need to replace that torch as that has made it too dark. That should be fine. Still a little darker than I would like, just for my own sakes. But I think that's plenty of room. If we just have this fella extract as well. Probably shouldn't have this straight out the front. This is going to look really rough. Yeah, but I think from there, we could take it out the bottom. We'll just let these guys finish up what they're doing, which looks like they're almost done. It looks like it also is going to take them quite some time to actually level up to level 3, which is fine. Let's go ahead, make ourselves some torches. I'd like a little bit better light at least up here. Can't place them up there. We can do that though, that's fine. And then we have 8 drawers already. So we'll plan on doing something like that. Something like that for now. We'll eventually put more on this. And then we're just going to hop over here, steal our storage controller. We actually should probably just go ahead and move all of that stuff over here. It's going to be super easy. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Want to grab our axe. I think we'll leave the cobblestone for now. We left something behind there. We'll just drop this cobblestone for now. And what do you know, it's actually symmetrical. Now we need our linking card. Just want to add in everything. Alright, and so from there, what we'll do, we'll break you. Break you. Break you, even though we're not going to have a storage for literally anything that you just dropped. But we'll make one. Might as well. I think that's everything. We'll put the glowstone right there, I guess. Beetroot's another thing to drop off. Pumpkin seeds. Not absolutely horrible. -2. Oh. A mythical questing ram. So I think you're supposed to give them all kinds of wool, but not a chance in that happening right now. We'll just slaughter him. Drop all this fun stuff off. And then hopefully we have enough pipes. I wonder what it takes to make these pipes. Okay, so it just looks like it takes nickel, which our easiest way of getting nickel at this point is... How did we get it before? Okay, it looks like we get nickel clusters from sand. Did I get any? Yeah, we got quite a bit. 7 as a matter of fact, that's pretty good. We're going to smelt this up. Only problem now is our coal is going to be over here. If I had any coal... That's right, we made a bunch of torches. Let's do peak efficiency here. Smelt up a little bit of charcoal here. And then after this is done, we'll put the oak logs back up in here to make more charcoal, because we're just running low on resources. at this point in time. Yeah, so let's make some of those item pipes. We also needed some planks to go with that. Super easy. So that gives us up to 24, which that's okay. Let's just work on getting all this piped over. Let's make our way out from in there. Easy does it. And just like that, we're going to be filling up everything. Is it going to go where it's supposed to? Absolutely not. But it's kind of one of those things. At least we'll have it stored. What does it take for that configuration tool? Or that locking tool? Also would help to actually finish this up. And we'll have just enough pipes. 3 spares. So that's pretty solid. Ah, it looks a little rough, but it'll be alright. We'll address this up later, if we so desire. Yeah, so let's see what it takes to get that. I don't remember what it's called. The configuration tool. Looks like that takes an emerald. Which, if we're feeling so inclined, we take out our little dirt guy here. What do you want to trade? Clay? Cool. Where'd you go? Yay, emeralds. And then we can throw you back over here. And you'll be a-okay. Alright, so we need some gold and some paper. I think I already have some gold. Do I have any paper already made? No. And missing a drawer. What else was I missing? 1 piece of gold. Okay. Not the end of the world. Inconvenient? Absolutely. But we'll get over it. Nice and inefficient there. Alright, let's go ahead and lock everything. And then let's look for any doubles. I'm not particularly seeing anything. I think you can go down there. Anything else look like it's doubled? I don't think so. Actually, you are. I think, right? Yeah. Let's lock those back, and I think we'll be good to go from here on out. Next thing is going to be trying to get more brushes made, just to keep these guys supplied, since we're already through what I gave them to start with. Oops. Let's throw some dust there. I don't guess it really matters what I give them. I mean, it's all going to the same place. His brush is about to break, which is fine. More power to it. These guys should be just giving us resources. Alright, let's see how much progress it is per... I think that's about 0.5%. I say that and we went like 3... Okay, so we're getting every 3 blocks through as a percent. Not great, but it is what it is. So we need to find a better way to get straw. Or feathers. Let's go ahead and collect our rewards there. That's not happening for a while. Chickens would be good to get when we can, but I'm not quite able to get there yet. I don't think. I guess we can go to the shop and see if he sells eggs, because that would be a good way to get started. So it doesn't look like it, but our best bet may be to go through the Magician's quest line. But let's go home, and we need to grow some archwood, which I believe we got some saplings here at some point. Let's go ahead and dump off all this junk. I mean, we have basically infinite resources. We just have to go through and actually make the brushes for it, which not hard, it's just a little bit time consuming. But we're automatically making our dust, sand, dirt, and gravel, and cobblestone too, but yeah, you know, that's nothing special. For now, let's replace that. And then we'll temporarily, that's a hammer. Meant to throw in the stone axe. I just need some planks. And so that should complete this. Yep. Alright, so he wants us to create, we can get nutritious chicken feed, which I believe spawns a bunch of peaceful fellas, I think, that's what I want. So that's all I wanted to deal with him for. So let's go back home. And then probably going to be a bad idea to do this in the base. I didn't need to do that because I can just... oh, you gotta feed this to a chicken. So therein lies that problem. So that didn't help at all. How do I get a chicken to spawn? I mean, other than like the loot bees dropping eggs every so often. I'm kind of screwed on that. Huh. Let's see here. There's got to be something in here. So it seems to me like we're just going to have to eventually get lucky with either a spawn over here, which I haven't seen anything spawn in over here. So it's not looking very good there, or the loot bee's just going to have to drop an egg and we're going to have to get lucky enough for it to hatch a chicken. So that might take a while. Alright, so I believe we have to go through all of these. Wow, redstone repeater, that's great. So that wants us to make an imbuement chamber, which is simple enough. Let's go ahead and make a bunch of archwood planks. So that just takes some gold, which is one of those oh no situations at this point. We can make half a stack of gold. It's pretty solid. I wonder if Control K works. It works one at a time, which is a sin. But if we hold it down, it works. Let's get that gold smelted up. Alright, and with our gold here, let's go ahead and make... I feel like we should make more than one. Let's make 3. We have a piece of gravel here, but we'll just break it, because I don't really want to fool with it, quite frankly. Let's make us a little magic area to start out in. Oh, and our hammer has broken once again. Nice and simple. We'll place these right there. Interesting orientation. But to make soul gems, we just place some lapis in them. Do we have a way to generate lapis? We do. I just had some laying in the chest over there, so I wasn't exactly sure. I mean, it makes it pretty quick as well. And then from there, we want to create source, which is glass and slabs. Super simple. Do I have any glass? Yes. Let's go ahead, save that recipe because I am horrendous. So it takes wheat, lava bucket, brewing stand, that's out of the question. Stew. Wheat's probably the easiest. So let's grab a few pieces of dirt. Have a bucket right here. Where did I leave those crystal barrels at? Right there. Let's go ahead and place those down. I just want to get rid of some of the stuff. I need dirt. So let's see here. Make some slabs. Make 2 source jars. Let's go ahead and pick up these source gems. Let's actually go ahead and get quite a few more started. Can only craft one at a time, but that's fine. So we need to grow some wheat, which I have seeds. And then I'm just going to need to craft a hoe. I already have dirt, I'm just dumb. Let's just make a wooden hoe. Let's just say I don't intend on doing much farming. Then we could shift grow that. Alright, we got over half a stack there. Let's go ahead and drop off these extra seeds. That takes gold. I thought I had gold. I put it in there. That's what happened. Okay. Ooh, hoppers. Okay, that's not great, but it's a reward. So we need a Dominion wand and 2 source stone. How do we acquire that? Just stone around a source gem. Okay, super simple. Dominion wand is a stick of gold and 2 source gems. Easy. That's not what I wanted to grab. Where did I put the lapis back over here like something stupid. Honestly, it's probably enough source. Let's place a source jar there. I'm trying to remember how these work. That's not correct. Anyway, we can go to the world engine, and we can make this with a stick of gold and two of these right there. Super simple. Let's take our action pad. Didn't mean to type anything in. Let's go to the world engine. And just like that, we'll have our Dominion wand. And then let's go home. Get a little bit more there. Then we need just a little bit of this, so we just need to get some stone. I wonder if cobblestone works. It does not. That is a royal shame. Let's go ahead, smelt up 8 stone. Really quick here in this diamond furnace that we got. And that'll give us some source stone. What do we get out of here? An ender chest. Okay. I don't hate that. So now we need to speak with the Echo of the Magician. So let's go talk to him real quick. Might as well. Alright, so he just says, remember this, apprentice? The path of magic is endless, and its mysteries ever unfold for those attended to its call. My teachings halt for now, though my wares remain available. The work system will be updated with more knowledge soon. Okay. Trying to see if any of this is good. Void upgrades, they're not a bad price either. Bunch of other good stuff. I wonder what this fertilizer is good for. Anyway, let's head back to home. And we'll start working on some other quest lines. I'm just gonna throw all this R stuff up in here because I don't really intend to use it because I'm not 100% sure how it works. Let's just give that guy the brush. You're up to 63% to your next level. That's pretty good. 10 coins there. What is this? Okay. Alright, so for this we need to go into create for the machinist, but I think we can skip that for now. And I think we can just go straight down through the quartermaster tree. So we need to get power, which we're going to go for the heat generator. That's right, this is what I was going to be doing. Um, we should probably go ahead and try to get these guys making more resources. So let's get some straw, some pebbles, some sticks. That's 6, so that's not bad. Once again, need to clean out the inventory. Forgot to throw those away. Let's go ahead and make some room for gold in there. Throw the dirt into there for now. Alright, so let's grab a stack of gravel, stack of sand, and a stack of dust. I don't know how you acquired a potato, but that's actually fine. If you want to kind of feed everybody, that's fantastic. Why are you not exporting? I bet you this stuff doesn't have anywhere to go. Oh, and the system's dumb enough. Okay, so that's something to be mindful of. It will not export the next item if the first item there cannot be taken out. Okay. And it looks like it'll try to feed these guys before it puts the food into the system, which is interesting, but it's fine because it speeds up everybody else. Yeah, I mean, we're making resources without me having to brush, which is fantastic. Okay, so what do we need for the heat generator? Iron, planks, and copper, osmium. Okay, so let's just try to get the copper. We don't have, okay, that's why. Osmium. That's silver, that's tin, platinum, diorite pebble, osmium. That's our huckleberry. We'll just take all that we have for now. Not a whole lot of anything. Just a start. So I'll be back once I get all this smelted. Alright, so let's go ahead and make the furnace that we're going to need for that. And that gives us a heat generator. And so what I think I was going to try to do, oh, that was one too many. That's fine. We're good. So the heat generator, we should be able to stick like right in there. Actually, let's drop that back a block. I did that in the incorrect order. Are you producing power? Yes. Not a lot. Like, what is that? Like maybe 1.6 FE per tick? So maybe we need to place more lava around it? And see if that helps. Yeah, that took us up to 6. Let's turn that. Does that help? No. Let's pick you up, place you there, place you there. And that jumps us up to 12, which Much better. Still not good, mind you, but it's better. And then we need a metallurgic infuser and some dielectric casing, which that takes iron bars. Ugh, that's kind of expensive. Okay, well we got 2 buckets of lava. What else did we need? Clay and coal. Both things I should be getting from back here. Cool. Needed more iron as well, so let's go ahead and process up another 32 ingots worth. We're now, yeah, like I said, we're now making 13.2 Fe per tick, which isn't great, but it's power to start with. Alright, and so for this, we need some redstone, which we're also automatically making. I say automatically, but nobody's doing anything right now. So let's get another thing of dust, another thing of sand, just another thing of everything. You're going to need a new brush here. And you need dirt. Okay. Everybody else is fine in terms of brush. You're not. We'll just replace that for him real quick. I forgot to grab. Oh, I grabbed tiny coal. Okay, I see. Eight whole coal there. Which is enough for 48 dielectric paste. We're trying to be somewhat stingy with our resources early on. Let's go ahead. Missing 1 iron for that at the moment. We're good now, though. Let's go ahead and make 2 of those. So we'll need them. And now we can make the metallurgic infuser, which we can sit right there, and you should be able to have power. Alright, where does that leave us? A sniffer egg. Okay. Don't know what that's used for, other than to spawn a sniffer, but let's head to the quartermaster and see what he has to say. Alright, so let's complete the stage. But now we need to craft 64 world engine machine blocks. Okay. What else can we purchase from you? Some compact machines, those could be decent. I just like to know what's here, more or less. Oh, those are also really swell. Brushes with unbreaking? Um, let's go ahead and purchase a few of those, because I wonder how long they'll last. So what did he say we needed to do? 64 world machine blocks. Yeah, that's gonna be a challenge. Alright, and so for that we need all of this fun stuff. Steel, I imagine that's what we needed the enrichment for? Yeah, the metallurgic infuser, which we take enriched iron and coal. So we just run enriched iron through twice. So I'm not opposed to making another metallurgic infuser real quick. So I suppose we'll go ahead and make our first bit of steel using coal and iron, which should make enriched iron. Then after we get a few enriched irons, right, we are draining power, so it probably wouldn't hurt to grab a second heat generator, and then we'll tag these along together. But I needed probably at least 6 to start with. But let's go ahead and try to make another heat generator. So we need everything. Osmium's up here. And we have none. That's great. Actually, take that back, we have 12. Grab some copper. Now we need iron. Let's go ahead and just do that number. What else did we need? Just some planks, which we have right here. Let's go ahead and craft 3 of those. And then once this is done, yep, and that's what we want it to do. We'll go ahead and cover up the tops and bottom of these in lava, along with the back. But our first little production here is going to be of some energy pipes. Specifically these ones for mechanism, which take 2 steel ingots, which we're going to have 3 sets of. So that'll be beautiful. Set up another batch of iron as well. We also need a little bit of redstone. And you need another brush. These guys are up to tier 3, other than the dirt one, who's just level 2 still. Got them some Unbreaking 5, which apparently can give big coal, so we'll put that over there. Let's see if we can't grab some more. Oh, a wandering villager. How do you get that? How do you get ectoplasm? Because I would really like some delightful dirt. A specter tree, or a vex dropping it. How do you get? Go away. We'll just kill him. For the achievement, of course. Definitely no other reason. We might as well just keep these guys going as much as we can. Let's just pull you out. Throw that sand in there. Wrong crystal barrel. Let's grab an Unbreaking 5 one that we purchased. Wrong one. Which, I mean, you've broke over a stack and you took 10 durability. So that's pretty good. This guy's working pretty solidly. I have a lot of copper, quite a bit of gold, I wish we had a little bit more iron in stock in storage, but you know, it is what it is. That's just so much material that we need. We need to go ahead and make some of those energy pipes, which should have been like this. I was actually right. That's amazing. I don't think they can output out of the top, so what we'll do. What? How does that work? There for a minute, I thought I was going to die from that. Well, let's eat a little bit, heal up. Yeah, like it's not flowing through the front of that one. Like that one's fully like lava logged. And it's producing 2 Fe a tick. That's fantastic. Let's place down our 2 metallurgic infusers out here now. That way so they can share like the same circuitry, I guess is the word. Quickly place that down to try to save ourselves. A little bit of lava placement there. It probably wouldn't hurt to get the blocks underneath them, because that's only producing 6.4. Let's go ahead and just mine those out. Playing a dangerous game here. That should be much better, up to 13? Yeah, so, well, for whatever reason, that one's only producing 6, but it's fine. Yeah. Alright, so, that should make our steel production a whole lot quicker. So we can just grab our coal, split it up, place 13 coal there, 13 iron in there, 13 coal in here, and it should go straight into the next machine. Yep, just like that. And then I imagine that's draining one of them? Yeah, it's draining that first one. Don't want you. Yeah, so now we're making steel, which is going to take quite a bit. Yeah, it's kind of expensive, but I suppose it is what it is. Wait, can I? Um, let's go ahead and just submit to Sourcestone, I guess. I don't know what that did. Anyway, that teleport is there. I don't want to be here. But at least we did it once, which is a repeatable. So, I don't know. Electrum? It's going to be one of those things. How do we get Electrum? So we take a gold on the silver? Okay. Do we want to go ahead and make 2 more metallurgic infusers? Maybe. Got 13 more steel. How much are we going to need? Because, I mean, that doesn't seem horrible. That would be a pain to get going. I'm not gonna lie. You would be really bad. Or we use 3 times the steel. So we need 8 steel mechanical components. Right. So that's 32 of the steel plates. So that would take over a stack that way. I think that's fine. We just need to be processing a bunch of gravel. Let's grab a hopper or 2. And then this iron chest. And we can somewhat do this with everybody. We're going to need another hopper to do any more of them. That's fine, because that's covering gold. I don't need you to go away. Making really good progress. Is the clay storage full? It is. Yeah, let's just add another clay storage. It's fine. So we're just going to make as much steel as possible, and I will be back with you. I figured at the same time I'll probably go ahead and work on the electrum part of it. Okay, apparently I've already messed that up. I know we put the gold in over here, but what do I need? Silver dust. Can I just take our engineer's hammer? No, I cannot. Okay, so I just made some silver ingots for no reason. But no need to fear. We just do this. Question mark? How do we get the silver dust? Alright, so I believe what we can do is do this number. That gives us our silver dust. And now, I think this is a 1-to-1. I didn't actually look. It is. It is a 1-to-1. So that'll eventually get done. And I think that actually makes double the amount of electrum as our input of silver, which is that's really nice. It's going to take a little bit of time though to get done. Seems like coal's our biggest holdup at the moment. We'll go grab another 18 or so. Just to go ahead and get started on it. And then if I'm not mistaken, so 3, I need 8, so that's 24. So I think that's going to give us enough electrum. I think we're still going to be way short on steel. So we need, I'm not actually sure. I guess we'll find out. But I'm going to be back once this processes. Alright, so while that steel is smelting up, we need it, let's see here. We need 8 in total of this electrum wire. And so for that, we need 8 of these electrum plates, which takes 24 electrum, which we have. Easy. And we even have 8 left over, which is really nice. Then we're going to need to get a stone cutter, which I do not have at the moment, but I think we can make that. Why is there 2? Oh, okay. So we need some smooth stone. Do I have any? We do. And then we'll go ahead and just make our electrum wire. Steel is done being produced. Did I need like any steel plates? No? Cool. So we should just need, so that's 4 per steel mechanical component. So that's 12 per, so we need 96 steel, which I do not currently have. I currently only have 43. So I suppose I'm going to work on some other stuff and I will be back. Okay, so I might actually have enough now. I don't really know. It looks like I think I need it 24. Alright, so there's a bunch of steel plates. Let's go back up to where we're supposed to be. And we just have to combine that with copper, which I have in my inventory. What are we lacking? Oh, we're lacking steel plates still. Apparently I'm horrible at math because we are 8 steel plates short, so it's 24, so we need 10 more steel. Drats. Okay, we finally have the 32 that we need. That gets us our 8 steel mechanical components, which is all that we need there. 15 coins for that. We can go ahead and go over there, but we actually need 4 of these dielectric casings, which I think I have 2. So we actually just need to make 2 more. Where did I leave my iron bars? Right there. I know I had them still. Let's turn half of these into... one too many. But we can make it work. We'll just do that number. Drop off some of this other material that we don't need. I need you though. I think I need the iron, the redstone as well, because I want to try to get some tier installers as well as we go. And for those, all that we need is 2 iron, 4 redstone. So we need 2 iron, 4 redstone, and 2 of these basic control circuits. And then I'd also like to get up to here, which it's simple enough. I wanted to make 3 of these. I think that'll be a good way to go. And we just throw that back in with our basic tier installers. So we're going to take 6 iron, 12 redstone, and 6 more of those basic control circuits. So now all we need is some redstone, which I thought I had. And if I'm correct on my math, that should be all that we need. Oops, not the correct way to go about things. Yeah, okay. And then for the thing that we're actually going for, we got our strings, our dielectric casings, and our mechanical parts. So let's go ahead and go over to the world engine. So let's start out with what am I missing? Ah, yes, we need it like that, right? I don't understand why that's not working. You consume power. Uh-oh, I about fell. Or I did fall. So we need to generate power there. Ooh, that's interesting. Hold on 1 second. Can I just take an energy tablet? Doesn't seem like it. So it looks like we're going to have to get power to this somehow. How much power does it take per craft? 204,000 FE at 1,024 FE per tick. That is so much power. That is insane. Oh, let's see if I can't figure out something to generate enough power. Alright, so we're now crafting our last world engine machine blocks. So that's 50 coins. What do we get as a reward? A tesseract. So that's portable power, I believe. So now we need to speak with the echo of the quartermaster. So let's see what he has to say. Let's complete. Oh Jesus, that was loud. Alright, so he says he don't have much more I can do with you right now, unless you're looking for items in my shop. So go have a chat with them other echoes to see what they need. We don't really have anything else I would need at the moment, so let's head to guidance. because I believe we can just go ahead and complete there. At least 2 Tier 2 World Engine upgrades. I thought I had done that. Hmm. Okay. Oh, okay. The Echo of the Fabricator, the Echo of the Enchanter, the Echo of the Wayfinder. Alright, so let's go to find those. Alright, so here we are with the Fabricator. His upgrades isn't anything spectacular, but I work with thermodynamics, so you can send heat into the world engine. Not as impressive as what the other Echoes offer, but it's what I've got. A superheating element will give a good foundation for a resistive heater. There are other options out there if you're clever enough to figure them out. You also need to craft some thermodynamic conductors. Okay. Oh, and this is where we can buy like water generators, pocket generators, and a bunch of other interesting stuff. Let's try to go meet some of the other Echoes. Alright, and here's the Wayfinder. I'm just looking at some of his shop items first. Uh, some interesting things here. For some reason it sells silver. Alright. A certain vault. Retrieve a protean star from the vault and craft at least 36 protean glass. Okay. But we're just going through top of these Echoes so we can teleport back to them eventually. And we're heading down into the Enchanter. What does he have to offer? To claim your world engine upgrade, you must follow my instructions carefully, lest the deep consume you. Begin by delving into the depths of the world, where a dark and ancient power lingers within its lair. You may uncover echo shards that carry the essence of the deep. We just gotta acquire an echo shard. Some interesting things. Still haven't seen anybody that sells what I want, which is eggs. Oh man. Well, I guess we'll find them eventually. But, you know, I think we've made some pretty good progress today. We got our setup somewhat completed on automatically processing all this fun stuff to the point where it's good enough for now until we get chickens, which might be a while at this rate. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and stay tuned for part 3.